What's up, boys? Today we're going to be going for a full disposable tech turret build. So we're going engineer, maintenance worker. We're going to try and find the seismic repulsor, the shock fence, and the Krakatoa sentinel, and get disposable tech on all of those. The shock fence leaves an electrical ground field now when you get the disposable tech for it. And every single time I've tried to get it on the Krakatoa sentinel in the recent patch, I've missed it. So I'm still trying to get that combo because the level 18 overclock for the Sentinel now causes it to leave electrical and fire ground instead of just fire ground. So a lot more damage over time and debuffing there. And we can make them all very short so it's easy to aim the detonations maybe. And we're doing some of the salt pits so I can potentially get some turret mining as well. And really pump up the overall stats for them so we can get lots of reload speed specifically, maybe some lifetime. I don't actually think the turrets gets the new effects that the drones have, where they actually get shorter with lifetime. I don't know, there's some issues with some of the tooltips on the overclocks with some of the new and revamped ones. And it doesn't actually tell you the full effects on some of the new overclocks, or some of them that were changed a lot, and it really wants me to do drones here, but we've already had a fantastic run with that, and the Krakatoa Sentinel is a very strong turret, helps you out a lot with the early game kind of weak single target issues, and that one can mine as well. Let's go for some reload speeds, if they're close enough, so we can get an insane number of them out. Decent lifetime, reload, XP. Let's go XP, it's so early on and that's higher rarity. XP scanner, I guess we'll try it. Let's go reload speed here. Again, I'm not 100% sure if lifetime is super relevant if we're going for the turret version of the disposable tech. Although it was insanely good for the drone run. Let's go, I guess, some purple weapon range here. Since we do want to get mining on at least one of those, and that's one of the best stats for mining with the turrets, so they can hit a lot more of the rocks at one time. Status damage, that should be decent. It'll be very good on the Krakatoa and the shock fence. Yeah, I'm fine with some of that. One thing is, I think we want to go plasma on the gun platform if possible, because that will take us from 2 kinetic turrets to 1 of each type, so it'll be easier to scale them up as a whole instead of just focusing 2 of them, which wouldn't be that great when it's stuck on kinetic. I guess I'll take a blue lifetime. Let's see, 2 slashers it looks like, not too bad. Let's get some mining speed. It's kind of hard to get the gold right now. It could be a while before we see any of the turret mining. Lifetime, yeah, I guess. And here, I think I like the Nitra so that we can get more weapon levels and potentially reload speed for them. Main thing I want there. Okay, seismic repulsor, nice. That gives us the 2 kinetic turrets, and we do have that right now, but hopefully we can change the gun platform to something else. Ideally plasma. A bit more XP. Ooh, magnets. Right on time. I'll take a reload, those are pretty close. Another reload, or some pickup. Yeah, we'll go reload. And then reload there. Those are the same, so we'll take the overclock here. Plasma, okay, nice. We can potentially get that plus the mining later on. I'll go reload into an overclock here. Ooh, those are probably the no, I want disposable tech. And to go with that, I guess I would go mining. Since we want them to explode as fast as possible, the +1 beams isn't as important if I get that. But if I don't, then that's just really bad potency. And then we're looking for the shock vents now. There we go. Let's get a bit of movement speed early on.
Hatches shut, taking you to stage 2.
This makes my whole life better.
Lifetime, we need some gold for the rerolls. Now reload is great, fire in case we get some mining.
I want another go.
Piercing for more plasma bounces, reloads. Let's do one more, I think.
Nope. Try again.
Reload there is fantastic. Can't really get any of those. I don't think I want to save any of them. They're good, but they don't really make the build look any sillier. They just kill stuff faster. If we get the disposable tech dream. If I don't get that, then lifetime is of course one of the best stats you can get. Let's go reloads. Well, this will be the craziest if we get the mining on it. Let's get the levels on here then. And then that can potentially boost my stats throughout the run if we get some scanners to go with that. More XP? Yeah, I'll take that over damage.
Prepare to fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching. We got supplies ready for you.
Let's go ahead and rush that out to hopefully get a scanner. I have 2 rerolls, I think. Let's take the reload here. Yeah, let's actually get the nitro first, just in case we want to do some more rerolls as well. And now we go for some scanners. Reloads. I think I'll take a level here to get them going a bit faster. Ooh, the 5-leaf clover, that's pretty cool. But we also really want the scanners early on. Coupon, I guess that'll help us buy more upgrades in the shop at least. But we only got a dinky little XP scanner for the build so far. Reload into an overclock, and we did not get any of the important ones here. RIP. No disposable tech, and no mining. Same, we'll go for the Krakatoa Sentinel since I could still have some cool overclocks. Luck.
No mind if I do.
Take a level there.
Oh yeah.
I Guess we can go level here and then more damage.
Gonna help me be a perfect dwarf.
Seismic repulsor level.
See you in hell.
Ooh, another perfect magnet.
Alert. Threat leveling quota satisfied. The drop pod is arriving.
Let's go Nitra for more turret levels. I'll take a big pickup radius here. Big paint shop for some overclocks here. And we did get the disposable tech on that at least, and I don't think this one actually inverts lifetime, especially since it reduces it. So probably just a drone effect for that rework. Big global, yeah, I guess that's fine. Damage does get us an overclock here. Oh man, that is not great. Rip. Damage, I guess, and then fire rates. Fire rates. I'll take a paint job into some overclocks here. I guess we're going a full tank track build, okay. Damage, big reload. Then Piercing gets the level 18 at stage 2. So we'll go 100% fire rate there. Is there one of them I don't have that on yet? No, the Shockments. You can't actually get it on there, I'm pretty sure.
Gotta move on, Miner. The drop pod will head out momentarily. Stage completed. Onwards to stage 3.
So we may as well stack lifetime now since I can't get disposable on most of them. Crit damage is fine. Let's see what else we got. Weapon range to help those with mining. I kind of need some decent nitrous stuff, so I'm going to hold a bit of gold here. Lifetime, reload. I guess that's fine. One more. Big paint job would get that one up already, and then we can get that as well for some more reload. So this would be really cool if I could get disposable tech on that, but I've actually missed it like 3 or 4 runs now, so does this one even have disposable tech? I don't know, but that's pretty insane now that it also applies the electrical effects. Grab some reload and XP.
You know the drill, Miner. Fulfill your objectives. Let's get out of here.
When the damn box starts feeling like family, you know it's time to quit.
I'll take a reload here, even though it's not the most damage. We'll just go for an absolutely insane army of turrets that follows me around now.
Yeah, give me some sugar.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
Shoot it in the face.
Supply pod LZ is full of crap. Please
Oh
clear.
yeah, I should have some nitro for that if possible. Reloads.
Prepare for impact.
Come on, scanners. Ammo rig only works on the gun platform. It's not bad for that, but I'm gonna do a reroll. Weapon box. Ooh, what's in the box? We got the neurotoxin with bigger explosion. That works with the lasting tag that all the turrets will have, and does a useful debuff, but it's not really anything super exciting.
Detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly. Heading your way. Load up.
You want some more?
Reloads. I should probably get some HP when it's super high rarity because it's going to be pretty hard to see later on once we get a ton of reload speed and the flamethrower turrets explode all over the place. The electric plus burning grounds makes it pretty hard to see later on. And the neurotoxin grenade I got will make that even worse. Ooh, another magnet.
You got them all.
Potency. Should be able to get a purple box off of that guy now, with the detonators helping out a bit. Then we can take the magnet on the way back. Let's go for Nitra, kind of light on that tier. Big HP, use a bit more of that still. Big mining, I think I will take that. Reloads, I'll take that so I can eventually get the overclocks. If it's just damage, may as well take the level there as well. Potency, I guess. Status damage is pretty good. Both the shock fence and the Krakatoa Sentinel will do quite a bit of that.
Stage 3 completed. Taking you to stage 4. You did good work, Miner.
Luck, big range, reloads, some pickup. I don't have that much left, so we'll go for like reload speed on stuff like that. Even though it's overcapped, fantastic. Lifetime is fine now. Guess I will.
Your mission is clear. Get to it.
Oh, I'm having the best time in my life right now. You got eliminated.
I'll go paint job since that's pretty low level still.
I'm not scared of you. Suck on this, you freaking nature. I killed the Lupa.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
Bring it, Becker. I killed the Lupa. Back the hell out.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly. The surface is too packed for supply pod to land. Please clear it.
Grab the Nitra, reload into an overclock.
Rare stuff.
Yeah, I guess we may as well grab that. Get a another reroll for the artifacts just in case.
Big swarm detected. Buggerman, get ready.
That will teach you.
Yeah, it's getting really hard to see now. Let's turn all of that off so that I don't accidentally run into a bunch of stuff here.
Never felt better.
Bit more armor would go nicely with the HP I got.
Achieved the objective in record time.
Die, monsters!
Here we go. Prepare for impact.
Nice shot!
Ooh, Nitro Scanner. Still have some decent time for that.
You want some more?
All tasks complete. Stage finished. The drop pod is prepped and ready. Get on it.
I guess a bit more mining speed there. Help us get tunnels started so that the turrets can take over afterwards. I'm a bit light on Nitra, so we'll take some of that.
Legend. Hello and goodbye.
Gather up your beer and get onto that drop pod. It's about to leave.
Big light time.
This.
Stage 4 is done. Onwards to stage 5 we go.
Now this is a rare
Lifetime.
treat.
I think I will grab the survivability.
Shabby.
See if we can, well, blue potency pretty good. Reload definitely, and there as well.
It's my luck. I want another go.
Potency and lifetime, and then just some levels to help get the overclocks for those.
This is the big one, Miner. Find and destroy the cocoons and take out that dreadnought.
Yeah, it's still pretty good.
Oh yeah. One down.
Exemplary work. You've achieved your objectives in record time.
Let's go paint job here.
Nails to match it. You bug hot. You're his girl, and I'm not so proud about it.
Supplies ready. Clean up the LZ.
Meet your maker, Drake. See you later. Joy.
Potency, we can get the level 18 there. And, that's actually kind of cool with the disposable tech. You can get minus 70% lifetime. But I guess since we're stacking it as a stat, this one will probably make more sense, make our entire train following behind us shocking to everything that goes near it. But if you completely ignored the lifetime stat, you could use both of those and get them to be very short. Nah. Not great. Okay, I think... Actually... Yeah, we'll do that with the mining turrets.
Think you can kill me?
Can you still get the pickled nitro with this insane amount and go negative and moonwalk all over the place? Paint job. Nah, we'll take the turret lifetime.
This horde thinks it can kill us. Let's prove it wrong. Got it twice.
And then all the train tracks actually should be pretty insane single target damage, since they'll just follow behind you and all focus the boss. Reloads.
The time is up, Drake.
Dreadnought wiped out. Good work, team. Objective completed. Quota satisfied. The drop pod is arriving. Get moving. It won't hang around.
Say hello to my little friend. Alien scum.
I'll take a potency there.
Stage 6 is next. Keep it together.
Reloads.
Right.
I don't think we really need that. I'll take a level there.
Take it.
Big crit damage, probably fine. Lifetime, luck, reloads. Then we really need some nitro stuff now. Reload is good. I'll take that for the level.
Next.
Weapon range for the mining turrets and reload. We'll lock the lifetime. Take a reload into an overclock there. No triple, so I guess improve the debuffing on that. And then lifetime should apply to that one, right? It has lasting, but there's no actual lifetime stat on it, huh? Oh, 13.8 seconds, so it probably does apply all the way over there.
You know the drill, miner. Fulfill your objectives. Let's get out of here.
Time to let them go. There is nitro over here. Feel much better now.
Prepare to fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching. Supply pod LZ is full of crap. Please clear it out.
Damage. I'll take some more reload for the Krakatoas. I think that's probably the main turret I'm focusing here.
Red sugar.
Supply pod imminent.
Gold scanner, pickled nitra, that would be pretty risky here. But we could also get the nitra powder, stage 6. Yeah, let's do that and then maybe hope for the pickled nitra later on. For crazy scaling with the 2 scanners I have.
Think again.
Prepare to fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching. Objective completed. Excellent job. Prepare to fight for your life. Big swarm is approaching.
So just right now that puts me at 87% crit chance, and I haven't really taken many, if any, global upgrades for that. How much does that cap out at? 500, so 500 nitro. A bit of pickup radius, since the turrets will be dropping some of the nitro pretty far away. Another magnet, wow. Crazy magnet luck this run. Reloads. I think I'm fine with that. Plasma turrets don't really do anything special here, just damage. Lifetime or gold? We have the coupon, so that's pretty good. Lifetime.
The drop pod is about to leave. Get your ass moving, miner.
So I think what I'm going to do is save a decent amount of nitra and see if we can still go for the pickled nitra later on, and if that allows you to moonwalk now. Take the lifetime. We'll focus a lot of upgrades on the Krakatoa and get some overclocks on these, and then probably hold the rest. Lifetime, reload into an overclock is good. I can get one version of that, but we're kind of already stacking lifetime. So having some extra crowd control would be nice, I think. Mining, I'll grab a bit more. Lifetime, don't really care about those. So I guess potency on that's fine.
Last work to be done. Up and at him, miner.
Maybe we're not gonna die after all.
Big status damage.
The swoon is heading your way. Load up. Exemplary work. You've achieved your objective in a record time. Prepare to fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching. Prepare to fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching.
Reloads.
Supply pod active. Locate the LZ and prep it for landing.
Take that!
LZ prepped. Supply pod incoming.
I am fine with a lot of luck since we're re-rolling a decent amount in the shop.
Alien! Stop! That's all you got, you slippery shits!
I'll take a reload for one of the turrets, or just damage for that. I finish them pretty quickly here, we can actually get a red box now. Just in time. Probably gold here, I think. Yeah, just plain damage on those. And we have the coupons.
Get yourself onto that drop pod. It's about to head out. Taking you deeper, Miner. Stage 8 coming up next.
Alright, so focusing reload on the Krakatoa, and then not getting a whole lot else with the Nitra. Movement. Sure. Lifetime, luck, weapon range for the Krakatoa. Then we need a bunch of gold for some rerolls here. Nah. I'm fine with some reload there. Paint job on those to help with the overclocks.
You have your objectives. Get it done, Miner.
And then I think at this point we can probably try for the pickled nitra, but I'll save the rerolls for later on. Big lifetime. I've actually been trying to do a full disposable tech turret run for a while now, but I've literally never seen it on the Krakatoa since the patch, and I'm pretty sure it's there. But it's just so hard for me to get for some reason. So we're doing a full train run this time. Then I'm gonna see if you can still do the moonwalking with pickled nitra, since I got 2 of those scanners decently early on at least.
Prepare to fight for your life. Big swarm is approaching.
I think that's the first hoarder I've seen on this run.
Send in supplies until you clear out the landing zone.
Reloads. Chemist is pretty solid for a hoarder drop. Oh, 2 of them on the same floor.
The sound just lit up like a Christmas tree.
And we could get the holy bait here for 6 of them?
LZ clear. Supplies inbound.
Ooh, I really want both of these. Too bad you can't lock something. We'll take the 13 stacks of that. That should be like 40% positive. So 24, and then our global goes up to 74%. That's where the neurotoxin is actually fantastic, giving us a bunch of extra stacks on those 2 artifacts if we can get both of them. Reloads.
Objective completed, Miner. Get to the drop pod before it heads back to orbit.
Let's go lifetime here, I think.
Gather up your beard and get onto that drop pod. It's about to leave. Station 9 is next. Keep it together.
Luck. Potency's fine, but I kind of want to see how silly you can go with pickled nitrous still. we can finish that one off and have some extra grenades thrown when I take damage. 2 levels, that's fine. We'll go for the +3 turrets there. Big lifetime.
What else we got?
Lifetime there, and then that's about it.
You know the drill, miner. Fulfill your objectives. Let's get out of
I was under the impression that luck doesn't affect magnet drop rates. I thought it only affected the rarity of upgrades in this game. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I haven't heard anyone mention that before. Lifetime and reloads. I guess we can sort of compare those stats. So reload is 350 and lifetime is 390. So the much higher value there should be better for that one turret. That's the one we're trying to focus here. Morning from Australia. Thank you.
Well done, you got them all. Swarm detected. Get ready, they'll be with you shortly.
Go to hell. You shouldn't need precious minerals. It will get you killed.
Too much crap in the way. Supplies can't land. Clear it out, miner.
You ugly son of a...
Here you go. Delivery of 1 resupply.
Lifetime.
So me.
That's actually very bad here. Don't really care about those. Gold tipped and energy bars. This would bring me to -164, which would be kind of low, but we're getting close to the end. Let's just absolutely milk stuff now.
Big swarm detected. Bug 'em and get ready.
And then I'm gonna reroll and try to find pickled nitra on the final floor.
Prepare to fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching.
And we're almost at the cap of the powder. 250% crit chance, mostly from that.
Shoot it in the face. Die! Just what we want. Die, monster! Bloody hell, you're hot to kill!
I guess that's fine. Not the greatest stat words.
Get there before the timer runs
Gold
out.
and lifetime. We can probably do better with that in the shop.
Yes, please!
With the clover? No, I never took that. Oh, I did actually. The clover plus the coupons gives us pretty big value out of anything in the shop now.
I killed the loot bug, and I'm not so proud of it.
Now we have a giant train army following me, my god.
Get yourself onto that drop pod. It's about to head out.
Take
That
that!
elite never stood a chance. I will see to it there is a beer on the house when you make it back. If you make it back.
Alright, luck, reload, nah. We're only going for the Krakatoa and then trying to get pickled
Surely
nitra
next
here.
time will be better.
Damage, nah.
Surely next time will be better. What else?
Lifetime,
Legendary.
and
It's
then
like,
one more
let me try
reroll.
again.
No Krakatoa.
Only one way to rouse the dreadnought. Destroy its cocoons. Kill them all, miner.
So the powder is capped out 500 stacks, bringing us up to 267% crit chance.
Hello and good morning. Loot bug looted. That's all you got, you slippery shit.
More turrets, I guess.
This out. Much better. Hello and good boy. Really much better now.
All of the eggs are dead, it looks like, so we want to avoid the big one. Don't want to break him out early when we still want the pickled nitra here.
Supply pod ready for insertion. The drop point is too rocky, so please clear it out.
Let's go.
Oh my god, look at that train!
Stand clear. Supply pod inbound.
Pickled nitra! No. None of these really do much.
I'm a better dwarf than yesterday.
And then we'll turn damage numbers on and bring the entire train up to meet the boss here.
Joy!
Reload for the Krakatoa. Come to my train!
Frickin' die big time.
Try and pull it over them. Lagging out a bit with that many turrets. I actually killed one of them with the other one at 75% there.
Done, team. Immediate dreadnought threat eliminated.
Ugly.
That looks so cool with the plasma focusing them over there.
Heads back to orbit.
I killed Lupa, and I'm not so proud about it. You ugly son of a
What this train does will shock you.
Get yourself onto that drop pod. It's about to head out.
So, another failed attempt at getting disposable tech on everything, but we got 3 copies of the tank tracks there, which ended up actually being kind of funny. The other one was here. I don't think the shock vents has that. That was our 1 copy of disposable tech, although I did pass up one at that point. 694 nitra easily maxed out the powder for an extra 250% crits, but we didn't get the pickled nitra late enough. The multi-tool is fantastic there with some extra tags from the neurotoxin, weapon box for that, XP scanner, not the greatest, but probably a few levels getting it that early on, coupons to buy a bit more in the shop. 74 global reload speed, we had a lot more here. 425% lifetime and 420% blaze it reload time. So we could have had at least like 40 plus of those, I think. Probably closer to like 80, I want to say. Yeah, I think a bit over 80 of those ones alone. Just trying to do some quick maths there. And then we weren't focusing the other ones as much, but they still had some decent lifetime and reload.
Excellent. Objectives completed. Strap yourself in and come on home.
Shock fence was 8 million, so we had about 6 million electrical dots there. About 14 million fire dots. And then about 2 million, 3 million acid dot from just the grenade there. Then I will be right back, 1 moment. What's up, boys? Today we're going to be doing some full Armscore coil gun with the new overclock for that gives a massive amount of lifetime and range on it. And we're also going to be going for the mining effect. So we're going to be very light on sources of plus beams for it. So that'll make the 5-leaf clover very important, and hopefully some good resource scanners as well, since those combo nicely with the clover artifacts. So we're going to hopefully get lucky with some plus beams upgrades in the shop, since we're going to have to pass on most of those from the overclocks. The heavy gunner's passives don't work on it since it's a medium weapon, but it unlocks a lot of beam weapons, so we can get synergies for that and easily get some beam range and duration. And they added the lasting tag to the coil gun as well as the new overclocks, so I think it's a little bit easier to actually get some duration on it now. I know some of the upgrades worked on it before, but I don't think that the weapon alone would unlock them. So we do have 2 beam weapons here. I think if I could get the coil gun early on, that would be ideal, so we can start pumping the levels on it. Sludge pump, maybe one more. Alright, that's a restart.
An elegant weapon for an elegant... Hell no! I'm out!
Alright, what's up, boys? We're going to be doing a full coil gun, hopefully getting some mining upgrades for it, so that I'll have enough resources to do a bunch of upgrades and rerolls in the shop. There's a new overclock for it at level 18, adding a ton of duration and range to it, but you have to give up the +3 beams for that. So getting some good upgrades is a lot more important now, since that'll be your main source of plus beams on it. But you can potentially have like multiple screens length on the beams, and they can last a very long time.
I die a little inside every time I have to pick up. Exemplary work. You've achieved your objective in a record time.
Let's take some damage here. And then a couple rerolls maybe to hope for the coil gun. Okay, nice. Not too bad there. I like getting it as the second one so you can start pushing the levels very quickly. And it's probably going to be the only mining weapon here for a full beam build. Hey Dexmex, what's up? We have a couple nitro worth of rerolls here if I want to look for the early scanners. I will take a blue, I think. Weapon box though. What's in the box? Okay, cryo cannon. That's pretty solid. It is available on this class. So it's not like the craziest, but it's an excellent weapon for the builds. Reload to the coil gun. I think the cryo cannon and the sludge pump are the weapons that I would want the most here, as beam weapons that have some very nice utility. So I will definitely take that. I'd really love to get the bug taser at some point on a heavy gunner build, since that's only available on the scout, I think. And it could be interesting with beam upgrades. We'll go reload here, and then paint job is fine. Bit of mining speed. So the other weapons would probably be the sludge pump for a lot of different ground effects, and then I think the shard diffractor, the breach cutter's kind of cool, but it doesn't have the beam lasting stuff. I think it only really scales with the weapon range out of the stuff that I'm trying to stack here. And the diffractor also has more debuffs that are good. It has both the shocking and the freezing, while the breach cutter has burning and I think shocking. Let's go beam reload, I think, since it'll be the funniest. And then we'll take a cryo cannon level here, since we're going full beams with more than normal. Coil reload.
There are too many to count. Get it done, why not? All tasks complete. Stage finished. The drop pod is prepped and ready. Get on it before it leaves.
Flamethrower doesn't really have anything useful, but it will make it a little bit easier to hit the sledge pump. I think I'm fine with that since we're going super hard onto the coil gun anyways. And we can actually get the same level 18 overclock on both of them. I think I'll take Nitra here. Let's reroll that. Big potency, fine. Big pickup. The new overclock available to the coil gun is actually the same one that the cryo and the flamethrower have, spliced emitters, where you get massive range and lasting duration. But it's a lot better on the coil gun because it fires and then instantly starts reloading, whereas those kind of have the beams constantly pulsing around you. Luck is the best stat we can get. Range. Kind of need some good nitrous stuff now.
Let's try again.
I need to hold the gold actually.
Gonna roll the dice on this one.
Coil gun reloads.
Gonna roll the dice
Reloads.
Nothing for me here.
Really just looking for paint job and those and levels on the coil gun. Okay, we got +1 beams here, so I'm going to need to get the mining at level 12 hopefully, and then I guess we'll save the range here as well.
Your mission is clear. Get to it.
I think we actually have a chance to make it out alive. Go.
Actually, let me get those guys so I can hit like 3 of them at the same time. Okay, so I think we go luck here for the chance that we get more beams on that, although that's not bad. But this is potentially better in the long run, and we're only on stage 2, so a lot of time for that to pay off.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly. Supply pod prepped and ready, miner. We need you to clean up the landing zone.
Magnite here.
Weapon range is fine.
Try this out.
One crate of goodies on the way, miner.
Nice.
These are garbage. That doesn't work at all. That's pretty bad with beam-based stuff. XP scanner, I guess we will.
Raring to try this out.
Weapon range, sure.
A little extra special.
I think I will take a blue movement. The heavy gunner does have a penalty to that as well.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swoon incoming.
There is more over here.
Well done, you got them all.
One down.
Big damage. Sure.
Legendary. I knew Hank was gonna be.
So one more level and we'll have another beam weapon, hopefully. For the 4-beam heavy gunner. Ooh, Sludge Pump and the Shard Diffractor. Those are both the best ones you can have. I think I'll go Sludge Pump. That'll give us a ton of different elements. If we get the level 18 for dropping Burning and Chalking Ground as well.
Just what we the dwarf is off the break.
Potency. Need to get some more damage on the shell back here, I think. So stay close so the beams are more likely to hit them.
The clock's ticking, my
Reload on the coil gun, yep. Reload into an overclock. Neither of those are super impactful here, I guess lifetime. But we're already going to be getting a ton of lifetime for the coil gun anyways.
Don't get this wrapped up soon, it's all over, miner.
Keep them in the flamethrower while I can. A little bit of extra burn stacks. Then let's go ahead and grab the magnet since he's almost dead.
Gotta move it, miner. The bugs are gunning
Potency for the sludge pump. Oh, we can actually maybe drop some rocks on that huge horde as well. That'll get an overclock. That's on 4 weapons, but most of them don't really scale that well with it.
Now it's my favorite color.
Here we'll go +1 beams, coil gun range, yes.
I already feel
Bit of pickup. Lifetime, yeah, I want that for the coil gun. And then these are actually junk. I guess that for the sludge pump? Whatever, it's purple.
Drop pod has arrived. Get there before the timer
Out of
runs out.
these, I'll take a
Drop pod
sludge
is
pump
not
level.
going to hang around.
Big pickup on the way out. Decent armor. I like having some of that on a damage over time focus build. Reload for the coil gun.
Time's ticking, miner. Move it.
Lifetime, yep. And you can actually see how long the coil gun lasts as well now. 3.6 currently, but we'll be pumping that up a lot towards the end.
Well done, miner. We knew we could trust you to go it alone. Stage 2 completed.
Absolutely big range on the coil gun. Grab that. Potency on that's fine.
Show me more.
Big paint job, I like those to push the levels. Beam lifetime. Bit of reload there. Might need a bit of gold to reroll here. Luck, okay, that's great. I think we're okay now.
You know the drill, miner. Fulfill your objectives. Let's get out of here.
And we're already shooting the coil gun like 75% of the screen. Coil gun damage.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly. Objective completed.
That will get an overclock, that's fine. Let's go with the knockback with that. Not really scaling up many of the stats on it, so just adding some utility to it is kind of nice. Coupons to buy more in the shop, I'm fine with that. Coil gun level, see if we get the mining. Okay, here we go. The 25% reload is pretty nice though.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
So now we run past the minerals, and the coil gun I think aims at the highest HP enemy nearby with the precise tag. So that should make the shots go right over the minerals, if you know where it's going to shoot at. Level is fine there.
This is my pick.
The swarm is heading your way. Load up.
Crawl back to hell.
Ooh, waffles. Coil gun level, I think.
I'll take this one.
See if we can get a freeze on those guys and then run through. Run past the minerals so that the coil gun will do all the work for me. It'll probably always aim at the elites over here now though. Reload for the coil gun, yep. I'd probably take it a level here.
You want some more? This one's for God.
Big beam damage. I think we will take that for 4 different weapons.
Drop pod has arrived. Get there before the timer runs out. The drop pod is not going to hang around.
decent crit chance. Big paint job, or we can get reload speed for the coil gun. Lifetime? Yup.
Gotta move on, Miner. The drop pod will head out momentarily. Stage 3 completed. Taking you to stage 4. You did good work, Miner.
Coil gun, coil gun. Bits more movement. And we need some gold for rerolls. Cheap reload for the sludge pump.
Try again.
It's fine. Get an overclock here. Go for the +1 beams. One more reroll, I think. Lifetime works for the coil gun. That's cheap enough, may as well.
Your mission is clear. Get to it.
Oh, I'm having the best time in my life right now. Look how it looks like.
Decent weapon range. So that's up to 17.5 range, 5.4 seconds, so we can have a bit over 5 of the beam instances out at the same time.
Sorry. Your own fault for being full of...
And I think some sources of lifetime did work on the coil gun, but it wouldn't show you the actual stat on the weapon itself. And it didn't have the lasting tag, which adds, I think, one more upgrade.
Big swarm detected. Lock up and get ready.
Hello, and good boy.
I'll take a level here. We do eventually want to get all the overclocks for the artifacts that might help out with that. The turbo encabulator for reload speed and damage.
Red sugar. Let's show them some time.
Prepare to fight for your life. Big swarm is approaching.
Gonna be hard to get the coil gun on top of those ones. Fire rate's fine.
Too much crap to send in the supply pod. Clear out the LZ, please. Prepare to fight for your life.
I think we're gonna have to
Approaching.
blow up some of the detonators here and then squeeze through when they make a hole for me to get over there. Let's turn off numbers for a bit so I can do this pretty precisely. Okay, there's some of them. Coil gun reloads. Big reload for the cryo.
Supply pod inbound.
Ooh, gold scanner. That's probably the best one. So we can get global reload, lifetime, and beam range.
Never been better. I got it in the mouth.
coil gun reloads.
Don't get this wrapped up soon. It's all over, miner.
Ooh, I did not see that mortar earlier. Might be a little bit dicey killing him and getting the box here. That's decent. Gold to go with the coupons. Can I get the nitra too? Alright, we have to sprint back now. Wait, I can't even see the reload speed. The green arrows due to the sludge pump. Ooh, that was dicey. But we got basically everything there. Lifetime, cheap level.
Let me try again.
Don't think so.
Gonna roll the dice on
Big
this
paint
one.
job, luck,
Now, this
and
is a
weapon
real
range.
Let me try again.
I don't think I have any XP. I can do one reroll with that.
This is my. Let me try again.
And then we'll lock luck and weapon range. I just don't really care that much about one level on the flamethrower.
The dreadnought will emerge when you destroy the small cocoons, and watch out for elites. Keep your cool, you will make it out just fine.
Level's fine. So the coil gun should always aim at this flyer guy. That should make it pretty easy to aim the mining here.
You're cute. That will kick your head.
Damage is fine.
We've got too much clutter for the supply pod to land. Do something. Landing zone ready. Impact imminent.
Nice.
XP scanner, I guess.
You don't see these every day.
Damage or crit damage. Probably take the level here.
Well done. You got them all.
reload, gets an overclock there. Go for some extra reload, I suppose. I think there could be some more interesting basic overclocks for the flamethrower. The one that massively increases the weapon damage but lowers the lifetime is kind of cool if you're doing a heavy gunner build based around like weapon damage with the beams. But most of the time you're going to be doing flamethrower on interrogator, I think. So it's kind of bad for like the main thing that you would be doing it with. Let's see if we can drop some rocks on him because my single target is garbage right now. We can get an overclock there, might help out a little bit. Big overall stats, I like that to go with the knockback. Coil gun reloads. It's actually a pretty slow level 18 for the weapon that I'm hard focusing here. Let's go ahead and grab an overclock here then. Lifetime is okay on the sludge pump. That one actually has a fairly low lifetime by default, 3 seconds versus a 6-second reload. But most of the beam weapons have, I think, like 80% uptime, even with no upgrades. Let's do a reroll here. I do have a gold scanner. Bit of pickup, since we're kind of blasting the rocks pretty far away with a coil gun. And one more level and they'll be getting off screens.
Gather up your gear and get onto that drop pod. It's about to leave. Good work, miner. Now to stage 6.
Grab our range and luck.
Nothing for me here.
Reload, lifetime. See what else we got. Cheap levels for those. Bit of XP so we can get tunnels started in the rocks. Coil gun. So this is new to the coil gun. It was already available to the cryo and the flamethrower, but lifetime and range are a lot better on the coil gun, I think. And that just gives you a boatload of stats on it. You do have to give up +3 beams, so luck is a lot more important trying to find those upgrades in the shop. Not the correct weapon, but I guess I'll grab it from the shop. Finish that off with some range, so there's another copy of that. I guess we'll do it. Cheap level, yeah, we'll go for some fire rate, bit of movements.
This is a simple mining mission. Get it done, miner.
Yeah, any weapon that can create like a persistent effect on the screen, when you get a lot of like lifetime and reload with it, I feel like I still get frame drops with that. Like a turret build I had earlier definitely got pretty insane early on. That drone build I had a few days ago got absolutely nuts at some points.
A swarm is heading your way. Load up.
Big movements.
Resupply prepared. Clear the landing zone of obstacles.
I will say the performance improvements they had a few patches ago made a massive difference though. Like there were some builds that just felt like you couldn't even complete the game anymore once you scaled them up too hard.
Supply pod cleared. Impact imminent.
Nice shot.
Clover, that is best in slot here, I think.
I'm gonna do something epic. This.
Since you're paused during the shot between each levels, you can just keep stacking that up as you reroll. That'll help a lot with finding some plus beam upgrades here.
Big swarm detected. Buggerman, get ready.
That one's done, so we can just get some more lifetime for the coil gun.
Boom, baby.
Objective completed.
Thank you, Gustav, that's very nice.
Think you can kill me? Think again.
Oh yeah, I should check out the stats on that now. 29 range, 11.48 second lifetime, and 0.87 reload. So we can probably have about 13 of the beams out at once now. I'll take a level there.
You shouldn't need precious minerals. It will get you killed.
Watch it. The threat level is increasing.
Take that. I'm gonna kill you all. Take
Luck.
that.
Should probably finish this guy from the blue box at least, since we have a bit of time left on that.
Objective completed.
Almost out of rocks anyways.
Get them now. It will
Ooh,
leave
good
without
magnets. We'll take some weapon range. Out of these, I'll just grab a level here. Ooh, big reload for the coil gun.
you. Time's ticking, miner. Move it. Stage 6 complete.
Alright, so we're up to 74 luck with a clover. That should be some decent chances at hitting +1 beams now. Although it's not always going to be for the coil gun. I will take a paint job, cheap level there.
Next.
Bit more movement, some pickup to go with the mining,
Show me more.
weapon
Epic
range,
upgrade. That's
a little bit of armor since we have tons of gold anyways. Luck, we'll lock the reload speed for that. See, maybe one more?
Shake it up.
Another reload? I guess so. Oh wait, I don't need to do that, I can
This
grab
makes
that
my
now.
whole life better.
Get to work. There's aliens to be killed and gold to be mined.
Mission control, you surly bugger. This one's for you.
lifetime.
Swarm detected. Get ready. We'll be with you shortly. The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
I'm gonna try and just make like a loop on the outside of the map, and then the coil gun should just take care of everything on the inside now,
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm
with that
incoming.
much lifetime.
Objective completed.
And then we can do some smaller loops on the center of the map to grab all of the gold later on.
You're going to stop the train. Think you can kill me? Think you can?
Damage is fine.
Yes.
We got supplies ready for you. Clear the landing zone of obstacles, please.
No problem.
No. Ooh, huli baits. It might be kind of hard to kill them, but YOLO. I don't have the best, like, focus fire on a single target that I'm trying to chase down damage right now. But it is very long range, at least.
We got the horde.
Luck or gold? I'll go luck.
Let's get the name. Horde down.
Let's go potency? XP might give some extra coil gun upgrades. Then there are two down here somewhere. If I can find a trail of resources. Okay, there's one of them. XP scanner? I guess we will take it. It does remove it from the pool since that's the third copy. Not a ton of value on the artifact itself, though.
Say hello to my little friend. One down.
Big Nitra, yup.
This stuff will let you.
The threat level keeps rising. You have to move, Hunter.
Take a level here.
Take that.
Big weapon range.
Bloody hell, you're hot.
All tasks complete. Stage finished. The drop pod is prepped and ready. Get on it before it leaves.
Lifetime, we can do more with some shop stuff since I have the coupons. And gold helps a little bit with luck when we reroll.
Gather up your
And the
gear
5-leaf
get onto
clover.
that drop pod is about to leave. Stage 8 is next. Keep it together.
Coil gun, lifetime, finish that off. Another spliced emitter.
Rock and stone.
I'll take that since it'll probably give me gold anyways. Reloads. Nah, we'll look for a paint job on that. Coil gun, I guess it's fine. Paint job.
Let me try again.
That would waste one, but it's honestly not that bad. We'll add the burning and shocking to that.
Nope. Try again.
Bit more pickup, some reloads.
What else we got?
Luck. What does that put me at with the clover? 204. Let's do one more
What else
here.
we got?
And then one more.
Nothing for me here.
Ooh,
Let's
plus one
try
beams,
again.
worth it.
I'm growing stronger.
Bit of movements. So that brings us up to 3 on that one, 50% increase. That's absolutely insane for a legendary upgrade.
Quotas to fulfill.
lifetime. So we're at 13.28 second lifetime, 0.6 reload. So that should be over 20 beams, I think.
The scavengers lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
Let's get them in.
Bloody hell, you're hot, Bill. Break the fight!
Those actually aren't that great. This actually makes it a little bit harder to aim the puddle sometimes. Probably just take a level here to try and finish off the overclocks eventually.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
Feel much better now.
Supply pod prepped and ready, miner. We need you to
Ooh, another
clean
hoarder.
up landing zone.
Yeah, armor's fine.
Upgrade's gonna change my life. Find this game of dwarf who wants your precious minerals.
Probably nitro to go with the coupons.
I'm gonna kill you all.
Swarmed. Prepare for impact.
Push. Nice.
Not really feeling any of these. We have a fair number of rerolls. Ration is fine. I am pretty squishy right now.
Baby. Die.
XP, I guess. It's actually not ideal that they all spawned right up there. Kind of hard to aim the coil gun right now. Gotta run past all the rocks over here.
Shoot to
Luck.
kill. Just what I needed. Suck on this, you freaking
Well done. You got them all.
One down. Bloody hell, you're hot to kill. One down. One down.
Well done. Objective completed. Drop pod has arrived.
I guess that does help out a little bit when we're trying to circle around the outside. Reloads or nitra? I'm really just trying to get upgrades for the coil gun and one more level there, so
I've been dreaming of something.
probably just take that.
Gather up your spears and get onto that drop pod. It's about
That
to
will
leave.
get me the 18.
Way.
And then probably take the Nova, might be kind of cool with the knockback effects.
We're going deeper. Stage 9 is next.
Ooh, +1 beams. Lifetime.
Gonna roll the dice on this one.
I guess reload's fine.
Surely next time will be better. Gimme,
Damage,
nothing for me here.
weapon
Let's
range,
try
reload
again.
lifetime,
Surely next time will be better.
coil gun,
Show me more.
luck,
Hell,
lifetime.
yes. Surely next time will be better.
One more.
I want another go.
One more.
Next.
Alright, that's probably
I'm having an epic
getting too
vision.
expensive now. Maybe we'll look for gold tipped or something to go with
Get
it.
to work. That's aliens to be killed and gold to be mined.
Dangerous darkness. Here we go.
Bit of movement.
Well done, you got them all. Prepare to fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching.
Big light time, yup.
Your supply pod prep for you. We need to help.
Yeah, I guess there might be too many like effects on the screen that might be messing up the stream. I'm recording, so I guess I can upload the video later. See what else we got here. Pickled nitro, we don't really have anything to go with it, and we did get the gold tips for that, so that's pretty good. So that would max out at 1250. If we want to hold a bunch of that to delete bosses, since it's getting close to the end. Coil gun.
Big swarm detected. Lock up and get ready.
Boy, feel for the lies. Sorry. Your own fault for being think you can kill me? Think you can?
Coil gun's so strong it's destroying the stream. Rip.
Eat blood! Much better. Let's show them some pie!
Reroll that. Lifetime?
You're cute. Boom, baby! I'm not scared of you!
All tasks complete. Stage finished. The drop pod
Big
is
reload
ready.
or some
Get on it.
nitra. Those are both great. I think I'll get that just in case we hit any plus beams in the shop. See what else we got. Coil gun range.
Get yourself onto that drop pod. It's about to head out. That elite never stood a chance. I will see to it there is a beer on the house when you make it back. If you make it back.
Nope. Try again.
Coil gun.
I rarely. What else we got?
Don't really
Nope.
care.
Try
Ooh,
again.
big range.
Nothing for me here.
Big
Let's try again.
reloads.
Show me more.
Plus one beams for that. Nah, we'll do a few more. Try and get one for the coil gun if
Power,
possible.
hunger, more options.
Nah,
Try again.
maybe one more.
Nothing for me here.
Okay,
Let's
rip.
try again.
This is it. Destroy the cocoons and take out the
So the
Disposable.
coil gun's up
Good luck,
to
Reidan.
45 range, 18.68 lifetime, 0.46 reload.
This job and
So that would be like 37 instances of it, and we're at 4 beams. So over 100 beams on the screen at a time.
you're cute with your head. I die a little inside every time I have to take out.
Yeah, two else got reload speed.
Get enough of this rare stuff. Hello and good walk.
I'm crashing this stream with no survivors.
Let's show them some pie.
see what else we got. Weapon range. Reloads.
Supply pod ready for insertion. The drop point is too rocky.
Let's see, did I ever get the multi-tooler and cabulator? No. So those would both be crazy reload speed here.
Prepare for impact.
Ooh, multi-tool, 11 stacks, so that would be 30%. Yup. And then I guess we'll turn on damage numbers for the boss here. Then we have basically everything done, so I'll just spawn a ton of pasta on top of the boss here. Range and lifetime, we'll go here. More pasta for the boss. Come get your pasta!
What is this abomination?
Where is he going? He's running away from me. Where? Why are you running? Get back here.